Chosen one. God says, check your bank account balance after seeing this video. Don't get shocked after seeing your balance. It is very important. I am speaking to you right now with urgency, because what is about to unfold in your life cannot be delayed or ignored if you skip even a single moment. You may miss something that has been prepared for you long before this day arrived. I am telling you clearly that a shift has already begun, and it is connected to what you will see when you look at your bank account. This is not ordinary, and it is not random, because I have been working behind the scenes for you in ways you could not see. Stay here and listen carefully, because what I am revealing will open your understanding and prepare your heart for what is already yours. Type Amen if you believe. I am telling you directly that your financial situation is not what it appears to be right now. What you have been seeing has been only a temporary picture, but I have already begun to change the reality behind it. The numbers you are used to seeing do not define what I have planned for you. I have moved things into place, aligned people, shifted timing, and released what was once delayed. This is why I am urging you not to look away, because when you check your balance, it will carry a meaning far deeper than money itself. There is a reason I am asking you to stay focused in this moment. What you are about to witness is connected to your faith, your patience, and your willingness to trust even when nothing made sense. I have seen every moment you struggled, every silent prayer you whispered, and every time you held on when you wanted to give up. This is not just about an increase. It is about a confirmation that I have been with you all along. What appears in your account will not just be a number. It will be a sign that I have not forgotten you. If this is touching your heart right now, gently press like on this video, because it helps this truth reach others who are also waiting for their breakthrough. I want you to understand something very clearly. You have been walking through a season where things felt stuck, where progress seemed slow, and where answers did not come when you expected them. But what you did not see is that I was preparing something beyond your expectations. I was not ignoring you, and I was not delaying your blessing without reason. I was building something stable, something lasting, something that would not disappear as quickly as it came. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. When you check your bank account after this, I do not want fear to rise in your heart. I do not want doubt to whisper that it is too small or too late. What you see is only the beginning of a larger movement that I have already started. I am asking you to look with spiritual understanding, not just physical eyes, because the true value is not just in what is there now, but in what is already on its way to you. I have opened doors that you do not yet see. I have placed opportunities in your path that are waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. I have spoken your name in places you have never been, and I have caused favor to rise in ways you cannot yet measure. This is why I'm telling you not to be shocked, because what I am doing will feel unexpected to you. But to me, it has been planned, prepared, and perfectly timed. You have been chosen to receive this shift, not because you are perfect, but because you did not give up. Even when your faith felt small, you still held on. Even when your situation looked empty, you still hoped for change. That is why I am bringing you into a moment where you will begin to see evidence of what you have been believing for. And it will start with something simple, something you look at every day, your bank account. Do not underestimate this moment. Do not dismiss it as coincidence or luck. I am showing you that I can move in practical ways, not just spiritual ones. I am showing you that your life can change in real, visible ways. This is how I build your trust, step by step, sign by sign, until you no longer question whether I am with you, because I am with you, and I have always been with you. When you look at your balance, I want you to pause and breathe. I want you to recognize that change does not always come with noise or warning. Sometimes it arrives quietly, gently, almost unnoticed at first, but that does not make it any less powerful. What I am doing in your life right now is steady, intentional, and unstoppable. There are things that are still on their way to you, things that will increase what you see even more. This is only the beginning of a flow that has been released in your favor. I am aligning everything so that what comes next will build on what you are about to witness. Your story is not ending in lack. It is shifting into provision. Hold on to this truth as you move forward. Let it settle into your heart so that when you see the change, you do not react with fear or disbelief. Instead, respond with calm confidence, knowing that I am the one who made it happen. Because I am not just preparing your bank account, I am preparing your life for a new level. You have seen seasons where money came and disappeared quickly, where gains felt uncertain, and where nothing seemed to stay. But this time is different, because I am not just giving you something. I am teaching you how to hold it, how to grow it, and how to walk in confidence without fear. There's a reason I told you not to be shocked when you see your balance. Shock comes from disbelief, and disbelief can block what is meant to increase. I do not want your heart to react with confusion or fear, because that will only make you question what I have already done. Instead, I want you to receive it with quiet trust, knowing that I am the one who placed it there. Even if it looks small at first, even if it is not what you imagined, it carries the beginning of something much bigger. Type yes to affirm. You must understand that what you are seeing is not the full picture. It is only a visible sign of an invisible movement that has already begun. There are things that are still aligning, still moving, still being prepared for you. I am working through people you have not met yet, through opportunities you have not recognized yet, and through doors that have not opened yet. This is why I am asking you to remain steady, because the increase is not stopping where it begins. I have watched you worry about your finances, wondering how things will change, wondering when relief will come. I have seen the moments where you calculated everything in your mind, trying to figure out how to make things work. I have heard the quiet thoughts that told you maybe nothing will change. But I'm telling you now that those thoughts do not define your future. What defines your future is what I have already set in motion. When you check your bank account, I want you to notice something deeper than the number. I want you to notice the shift in your spirit. There will be a quiet sense of something changing, something settling, something opening. That feeling is not your imagination. It is confirmation. It is my presence reminding you that I am in control of every detail, even the ones you thought were too small for me to care about. You are stepping into a new understanding of provision. You are beginning to see that I do not only move in big, dramatic ways, but also in steady, practical ways that build your life piece by piece. This is how I prepare you for greater things. If I gave you everything at once, it would overwhelm you. But by leading you step by step, I am strengthening you, shaping you, and making sure you are ready for what comes next. There is also something I need you to release from your heart. You must let go of the fear that things will go back to how they were before. That fear has been sitting quietly inside you, even when you try to ignore it. It whispers that good things do not last, that increase will disappear, that you cannot trust what you see. But I am telling you now that this is not the same cycle repeating. This is a new path, and it is built on what I have prepared for you. Type 777 to receive blessings. You are not walking alone into this change. I am walking with you, guiding you, protecting you, and making sure that what comes into your life is not taken away without purpose. I am placing a covering over what I give you so that it grows instead of shrinking. This is part of the reason I allowed you to go through past struggles, because those experiences have made you stronger and wiser. Now you are ready to handle what is coming without losing it. As you move forward, you will begin to notice more signs of increase. It may come through unexpected help, through new ideas, through doors opening at the right time. You will start to see that things are aligning more easily than before. This is not coincidence. It is my hand guiding your path. I am making sure that what you need comes to you at the right moment. Do not rush this process. Do not try to force everything to happen quickly. What I am building in your life is meant to last, and lasting things take time to grow. Trust the pace that I am setting for you. Even when it feels slow, it is still moving forward. Even when you cannot see everything clearly, it is still unfolding exactly as it should. There is a peace that I want you to hold on to as you check your balance and move through this moment. That peace is your anchor. It will keep you steady when your thoughts try to pull you into doubt. It will remind you that you are not dependent on what you see today, but on what I have already prepared for tomorrow. This peace is part of the blessing, and it is just as important as any number you will see. I am also preparing your mindset for what is coming, because increase is not only about receiving, it is also about how you think, how you act, and how you carry yourself. I am teaching you to think with confidence, to act with wisdom, and to move without fear. These changes inside you will support the changes outside you. This is how everything stays balanced and continues to grow. You may not realize it yet, but you have already started changing. Your thoughts are becoming clearer. Your expectations are shifting. Your heart is becoming more open to what I am doing. These are all signs that you are stepping into a new level. And what you will see in your bank account is only one piece of that transformation. Stay close to this understanding. Do not let distractions pull you away from what you are beginning to see. There will always be voices that try to make you doubt, that try to make you question, that try to make you feel uncertain again. But you must remember what I have shown you. You must hold on to the truth that I am working in your life, even when things are not fully visible yet. This moment is important because it marks a beginning. It is not the final result. It is the starting point of something that will continue to grow. What you see now will expand, increase, and develop over time. I am not stopping here. I am continuing to move, continuing to provide, and continuing to lead you into greater stability. You are not meant to struggle the way you have in the past. That season is closing and a new one is opening. It will not always be easy, but it will be different. It will carry more clarity, more support, and more provision. This is what I have been preparing for you, even when you could not see it. So when you check your bank account, do not just look at the number and move on. Take a moment to understand what it represents. It represents a shift that has already begun. It represents a path that is opening in front of you. It represents my presence working in your life in a real and visible way. You have spent so much time thinking that stability was far away from you, almost like something reserved for others, but I am showing you that it belongs to you as well. And it has already started taking form right in front of you. When you look at your bank account, I want you to remember that it is not just a place where numbers appear and disappear. It has become a point of confirmation for you, a place where you will begin to see evidence of what I am doing. This is why I told you not to get shocked, because I do not want you to respond from your past experiences. I want you to respond from a new place of trust where you understand that what I do is intentional and guided. Type 10 to claim miracles. There is something important happening within you at the same time as what is happening around you. Your mindset is being renewed. The way you think about money, about opportunities, and about your own worth is changing. You are no longer meant to see yourself as someone who is always struggling or trying to catch up. You are stepping into a space where you are aligned with provision, where things begin to meet you instead of you chasing everything. I am not only changing your external situation, I am transforming your inner foundation, because if your inner foundation remains weak, even the greatest blessings can feel unstable. But when your inner foundation becomes strong, even small beginnings can grow into something powerful. This is why I am working on both at the same time. What you see in your account is one part, and what you feel inside is another part. And together, they create something lasting. You have asked for change many times, even when you did not use words. Your heart has carried a desire for relief, for growth, for something better. I have heard the desire clearly, and now I am answering it. Not all at once, but in a way that you can receive, understand, and build upon. This is how I make sure that what comes into your life stays and continues to increase. There will be moments when your mind tries to go back to old patterns. It will try to tell you that this is temporary, that it will not last, that something will go wrong. But I am asking you to pause in those moments and remember what you are experiencing right now. Remember that I have already begun the shift. Do not let old thoughts take away the peace that I am giving you. Type 222 if you trust God. I am also placing new ideas into your mind. You may start to notice thoughts about things you can do, ways you can grow, or paths you had not considered before. Do not ignore these thoughts because they are part of the increase. Sometimes provision does not only come as something given, but also as something created through the wisdom I place inside you. This is how your life begins to expand beyond what you thought was possible. You are entering a season where your awareness will grow. You will start to notice opportunities that were always there, but hidden from your understanding. You will begin to see connections, patterns, and possibilities that you did not recognize before. This is not something you need to force. It will happen naturally as your perspective changes and your confidence grows. Do not compare what you are seeing with others. Your journey is unique, and the way I am working in your life is specific to you. What matters is not how fast or how big it looks compared to someone else. What matters is that it is real, it is steady, and it is aligned with what I have planned for you. Stay focused on your own path, and you will see it unfold in a way that brings you peace. There is also a protection around what I am doing for you. I am not allowing everything to be visible to everyone. Some things are meant to grow quietly, without attention, without interference. This is why I am guiding you to stay calm and not react with noise or fear. The quieter you remain, the stronger this foundation becomes. As you continue to move forward, you will begin to feel less pressure. The weight that has been on your shoulders will start to lift. You will notice that you are not as worried as before, not as tense, not as overwhelmed. This is a sign that you are aligning with the provision I am bringing into your life. Peace is always one of the first signs that something is shifting in the right direction. I want you to trust this process even when you cannot fully understand it. You do not need to see every step ahead. You only need to recognize that I am guiding you and that what I have started will continue. Trust is what keeps the flow open. Doubt is what tries to slow it down. Stay anchored in trust, and you will see things continue to move. There are still greater things ahead of you. What you have seen so far is only the beginning. I am preparing moments that will surprise you, opportunities that will stretch you, and blessings that will confirm everything I have been telling you. But you must remain grounded, steady, and open to receive. When you check your bank account again in the coming days, you may notice changes that build on what you have already seen. Each small increase is part of a larger movement. Each sign is a reminder that I am active in your life. Do not overlook these moments because they are strengthening your faith and preparing you for more. You are not in the same place anymore. Even if everything around you has not fully changed yet, something inside you has already shifted. That shift is what will carry you forward. It will influence your decisions, your actions, and your expectations. This is how transformation happens from the inside out. Stay connected to this understanding. Do not let it fade as you go back into your daily routine. Carry it with you. Hold on to it and let it guide you, because what I am doing is not limited to a single moment. It is something that will continue to unfold step by step until you see the full picture. There is still more that I want to reveal to you, and what comes next will bring even greater clarity to what you are experiencing right now. Stay close because this journey is not over. It is only just beginning. That was a quiet signal that something long held back has finally begun to move. You may not have fully grasped it in that first moment, but your spirit recognized it before your mind did. There's a deeper layer to this that you must not overlook. What I am releasing into your life is not just about financial relief. It is about restoring your confidence. You have carried doubt for so long that even when something good appears, part of you hesitates to believe it. That hesitation has been shaped by past disappointments, by moments where things did not go as you hoped. But I am now breaking that pattern step by step so that you can begin to trust again without fear. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I want you to pay attention to how you feel after seeing your balance. There's a subtle shift happening inside you, a quiet sense that something is changing. That feeling is important because it is the beginning of your alignment with what I'm doing. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and real. This is how I often move, not to confuse you, but to build something that grows without being shaken. You are entering a time where your reactions will matter more than you realize. If you respond with fear, you will feel unstable even when things are improving. If you respond with trust, you will feel grounded, even when things are still growing. This is why I am teaching you now, in this moment, how to receive what you see, because what you do with this moment will shape how the next ones unfold. There is also something I am correcting within you. You have sometimes believed that you must struggle constantly to survive. That belief has followed you through different seasons, making you feel like peace is temporary and pressure is permanent. But I am removing that belief from you. I am showing you that stability is not something far away. It is something that can exist in your life, starting now. Type Amen to receive this shift. You may start to notice that your thoughts are becoming less chaotic. The constant worry that used to fill your mind will begin to quiet down. You will find moments where you feel calm without trying to force it. This is not accidental. It is a sign that you are beginning to align with what I am doing. Peace always arrives before greater increase, because it prepares you to handle it without losing balance. There are also unseen protections around your finances now. I am guarding what I place in your life so that it is not easily taken away. This does not mean challenges will never come, but it means that what I am building will not collapse under pressure. You are being guided into a place where what you receive can grow steadily instead of disappearing suddenly. This is part of the blessing, even if you do not fully see it yet. I am also guiding your steps more carefully than before. You may feel drawn to make certain decisions, to move in certain directions, or to avoid things that once felt normal. These are not random impulses. They are part of the guidance I am giving you. As your provision begins to increase, your choices must also become more aligned. This is how everything continues to move forward without disruption. You are not alone in this process. I am actively involved in every detail, even the ones you do not notice. I am opening doors quietly, arranging timing precisely, and making sure that what reaches you is exactly what you need. This is why I am asking you to stay connected to this awareness, because the more aware you are, the more clearly you will see my hand in your life. Do not be discouraged if everything does not change instantly. Growth happens in stages, and each stage prepares you for the next. What you saw in your bank account was a beginning, not the full result. There is more coming, more aligning, and more unfolding, but you must allow it to develop without rushing it or doubting it. You are learning how to receive without fear. This is something that may feel new to you, because in the past, receiving often came with uncertainty. But now I am showing you that you can receive with calm confidence. You can accept what is given without immediately worrying about losing it. This is a new way of living, and it will continue to grow stronger within you. As you continue to check your bank account over time, you will notice patterns of increase. It may not always be dramatic, but it will be consistent. That consistency is what builds stability. It is what allows you to plan, to breathe, and to move forward without constant anxiety. This is part of the life I am guiding you into. There will also be moments where you feel tested. Situations may arise that make you question what you are seeing. In those moments, I want you to remember what you have already experienced. Do not let temporary circumstances erase what has already begun. Hold on to the truth that I am working, even when everything is not yet visible. Your journey is shifting from survival to growth. This is a significant change, and it will take time to fully adjust to it, but you are not being rushed. I am guiding you at a pace that allows you to adapt, to understand, and to remain steady. This is how lasting transformation happens. Keep your heart open to what is coming next. Do not close yourself off because of past experiences. What you are stepping into is different, and it is built on what I have prepared for you. Trust that I know what you need, and that I am leading you in the right direction. You are moving into a place where you will no longer feel stuck. Movement has already begun, even if it is still quiet. And as it continues, you will see more signs, more confirmations, and more evidence that things are changing. I want you to slow your thoughts for a moment and truly absorb what is happening, because this is where many people lose the blessing without realizing it. They see a sign, they feel a shift, but then they rush past it, returning to old habits of fear and doubt. I am asking you not to do that. Stay present with what you have seen in your bank account and what you are beginning to feel inside, because this is where the transformation is taking root. There is something sacred about this stage of your life. It may not look dramatic from the outside, but inside, a foundation is being rebuilt. You are no longer standing on uncertainty, but on something that is becoming stable. This is why I keep reminding you not to be shocked, because shock can disconnect you from what is being built. I want you connected, aware, and steady as this new season begins to form around you. Type 444 if you feel protected. You have carried a quiet burden for a long time, a feeling that you always had to figure everything out on your own. That burden made you tired, even when you tried to stay strong. It made you feel like rest was not allowed, like peace was something you had to earn. But I am lifting that burden from you now. I am showing you that you are supported, guided, and provided for in ways you could not fully see before. As you continue to check your bank account in the coming days, you may begin to notice not just changes in numbers, but changes in how you react to them. Where there was once tension, there will be calm. Where there was once fear, there will be quiet confidence. This is not something you are forcing. It is something I'm placing within you as part of this shift. Type 333 if you believe change is here. I am also opening your awareness to how provision truly works. It is not always about sudden large amounts appearing all at once. Sometimes it is about consistency, timing, and alignment. It is about things arriving when you need them, not too early and not too late. This kind of provision builds trust because it shows you that I am aware of your life in detail. There's something important I need you to understand about increase. It is not only measured by what you receive, but also by what you are no longer losing. In the past, you may have experienced moments where money came, but left quickly, leaving you feeling stuck again. But now I am changing that pattern. What comes into your life will begin to stay, to grow, and to support you in a steady way. You are also being guided to become more aware of your choices. As your situation improves, your decisions will carry more weight. I am giving you wisdom so that you do not repeat old patterns that once held you back. This is not about restriction, it is about protection. It is about making sure that what you are building continues to move forward without unnecessary setbacks. There will be moments when you are tempted to doubt this process. You may look at your situation and feel like not enough has changed yet. But I am asking you to remember that you are in the early stage of something that is still unfolding. Just because you do not see everything at once does not mean nothing is happening. Growth often begins quietly before it becomes visible. You are learning to trust what you cannot fully see yet. This is a powerful shift because it moves you beyond reacting only to what is in front of you. It allows you to stay steady even when things are still developing. This kind of trust is what keeps the flow of provision open in your life. It is what allows what I have started to continue without interruption. I am also strengthening your patience, not the kind of patience that feels forced or heavy, but a calm patience that understands timing. You are beginning to realize that everything does not need to happen immediately for it to be real. This understanding will keep you from feeling anxious or rushed as things continue to grow. You may also begin to notice changes in how others respond to you. There will be subtle shifts in conversations, in opportunities, and in the way people interact with you. This is part of the alignment that is happening. As your internal state changes, your external environment begins to reflect that change. This is how your life gradually transforms in a balanced way. Do not underestimate the importance of staying grounded during this time. Excitement is natural, but I want you to remain steady. I want you to move with awareness, not impulsiveness. This is how you maintain what is being built. When you stay grounded, you make choices that support growth instead of disrupting it. There is also a quiet strength rising within you. You may not have fully noticed it yet, but it is there. It is the ability to face your situation without fear, to look at your life without feeling overwhelmed, and to move forward with confidence. This strength is part of the preparation for what is still coming. I am not only changing your circumstances, I am preparing you to handle greater responsibility as your provision increases. Your role also expands. You will be in a position to make decisions that impact your future in a meaningful way. This is why I am building your confidence now so that you are ready when those moments arrive. Stay close to this awareness. Do not let distractions pull you back into old thinking. What you are experiencing is real, and it is meant to stay. You are not imagining the shift, and you are not alone in it. I am guiding you through every step, making sure that what is happening leads you to a place of stability and growth. This is only one part of a much larger transformation. There are still layers unfolding, still changes taking place, and still blessings being prepared for you. What you have seen so far is enough to confirm that something has begun, but there is more ahead, more clarity, and more evidence that this path is opening for you. Many people receive a sign and then slowly drift back into old thinking, and they lose the strength of what was given to them. I do not want that to happen to you because what I have started in your life is meant to continue and expand. There is a quiet responsibility that comes with what you are receiving. It is not heavy, but it is real. As your provision begins to increase, your attention must also become more intentional. You are no longer meant to move carelessly or react without thinking. I am guiding you to become more aware of your actions, your choices, and your focus, because these will shape how this new season develops. Type 5v5 to embrace change. You are stepping into a time where discipline will support your growth. This does not mean restriction or pressure. It means clarity. It means knowing what aligns with your path and what does not. In the past, you may have felt uncertain about your decisions, but now I am giving you a stronger sense of direction. You will begin to recognize what feels right and what does not, and that awareness will guide you forward. As you continue to observe your bank account, you will notice that your relationship with it is changing. It is no longer a source of stress or worry. It is becoming a point of understanding, a place where you can see how things are unfolding in your life. This shift is important because it removes fear from something that once felt heavy. And when fear is removed, growth becomes easier. Type 999 to step into new beginnings. You may begin to notice that you are less reactive than before. Situations that once made you anxious will feel more manageable. Thoughts that once overwhelmed you will lose their intensity. This is part of the transformation. It shows that you are no longer controlled by the same patterns. You are becoming more grounded, more aware, and more stable. I am also aligning your timing with what is coming. In the past, you may have felt like you were always out of sync, like things happened too late or not at all. But now I am bringing your timing into alignment. Things will begin to happen at moments that make sense, at moments that support your growth instead of confusing you. This alignment is part of the blessing, even if it feels subtle at first. There will be opportunities that appear in ways you did not expect. They may not look dramatic, but they will carry potential. I want you to approach them with openness without dismissing them too quickly. Sometimes what seems small at first becomes something much greater over time. This is why awareness is so important during this stage. You are also learning how to trust yourself again. Not in a way that replaces your trust in me, but in a way that allows you to move with confidence. I am guiding your thoughts, your instincts, and your decisions. As you begin to recognize this, your confidence will grow naturally. You will no longer second-guess every step you take. There's a balance that I am building in your life. Provision without stability can feel overwhelming. Stability without provision can feel limiting. But I am bringing both together for you. This is what creates a life that feels steady and supported. This is what allows you to move forward without constantly looking back in fear. You may also begin to notice that your focus is shifting. You are thinking less about survival and more about growth. You are considering possibilities instead of limitations. This shift is powerful because it changes the direction of your energy. It moves you from reacting to your situation to shaping your future. I want you to stay aware of how far you have already come. Even if the change feels gradual, it is real. The fact that you are able to see things differently, to feel things differently, and to respond differently is a sign of progress. Do not overlook this because it is just as important as any external change. As your bank account continues to reflect what is happening, remember that it is only one part of the picture. What is happening inside you is just as important, if not more, because your inner state is what will sustain everything that comes into your life. It is what will allow you to hold on to what you receive and continue to build upon it. I am guiding you into a place where you will no longer feel like you are chasing stability. Instead, you will begin to feel like stability is something you carry with you. This is a powerful shift, and it will change the way you experience your life. It will bring you peace in moments where there was once uncertainty. Stay patient with yourself as this continues to unfold. You do not need to rush your understanding or force yourself to feel a certain way. Allow the process to move naturally. Trust that everything is happening at the right pace. This is how lasting change takes place. There is still more unfolding ahead of you. What you have experienced so far is only a part of what is coming. I am continuing to work, continuing to align, and continuing to prepare what is next. And as you remain steady, aware, and open, you will be ready to receive it without fear. I am guiding you further because this is the point where your awareness must turn into quiet confidence. What you have already seen in your bank account was not meant to excite you for a moment and then fade away. It was meant to settle something deep inside you, something that has been restless for a long time. That restlessness came from uncertainty, from not knowing when things would finally change. But now I am showing you that change has already begun, and it is not going to disappear. There is a deeper trust forming within you, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. It is not loud or dramatic, but it is steady. It is the kind of trust that allows you to breathe without tension, to think without panic, and to move without hesitation. This is what I am building in you, because this kind of trust will carry you through everything that comes next. Type 444 if you feel protected. You have spent so much time preparing yourself for disappointment that you forgot what it feels like to expect something good. That habit has shaped your reactions, making you cautious even when things begin to improve. But I am gently shifting that habit now. I am showing you that you can expect good things without fear, that you can receive without immediately worrying about losing it. As you continue to observe your bank account, you may notice something subtle but powerful. The way you look at it is changing. It is no longer something you avoid or check with anxiety. It is becoming something you can look at calmly, something that reflects a growing sense of stability in your life. This change in perspective is just as important as any increase you see. Type 666 to release fear. There is also a strengthening happening in your decision-making. You are beginning to think more clearly, to weigh your options with more awareness, and to act with greater intention. This is not something you are forcing. It is something that is developing naturally as your mind becomes less clouded by fear. This clarity will guide you into choices that support your growth instead of holding you back. I am also aligning your environment with what is happening inside you. You may begin to notice that certain situations no longer feel right, while others feel more natural and supportive. This is part of the adjustment. As you grow, your surroundings begin to shift as well. This is how everything comes into alignment over time. There is something important I want you to hold on to during this stage. Do not measure your progress only by large changes. Small, steady improvements are just as powerful, if not more. They create a foundation that is strong and lasting. What you are experiencing now is a steady rise, not a temporary surge, and that steady rise will carry you further than anything sudden ever could. You may also begin to feel a sense of relief that you cannot fully explain. It will come in quiet moments when you realize that you are not as worried as you used to be, that you are not constantly thinking about how to fix everything, that you are starting to trust that things are working out. This relief is part of the transformation. It is a sign that you are stepping into a new way of living. I am not only providing for you, I am teaching you how to live without constant pressure. This is something you have not experienced fully before. You have been used to carrying weight, to thinking ahead with worry, to preparing for problems. But now I am showing you that you can move forward with peace, with confidence, and with a steady sense of support. There will still be moments where old thoughts try to return. They may whisper that this will not last, that something will go wrong, that you should be careful not to trust it. But I am asking you to recognize those thoughts for what they are. They are echoes of your past, not reflections of your present. Do not let them pull you back into a place You are no longer in. As you continue to check your bank account over time, you will see that what has started is continuing. It may not always be dramatic, but it will be consistent. That consistency is what builds your confidence. It is what allows you to move forward without constantly looking for signs of loss. This is how stability becomes part of your life. You are also being prepared to handle greater responsibility with ease. As your provision grows, your role in managing it will grow as well, but you will not feel overwhelmed by it, because by the time it increases further, you will already have the awareness, the clarity, and the confidence to handle it. This is why I am building everything step by step. There is a quiet expansion happening in your life. It is not loud or obvious yet, but it is real. It is showing up in your thoughts, in your feelings, and in your actions. This expansion is what will lead you into greater opportunities, greater stability, and greater understanding. It is the beginning of something that will continue to grow beyond what you can currently see. Stay grounded in what you are experiencing. Do not let distractions pull your attention away from this moment. What you are feeling, what you are seeing, and what you are understanding are all part of a larger shift. The more present you remain, the more clearly you will see how everything is unfolding. I am guiding you into a life where you will no longer feel uncertain about your direction. You will begin to move with clarity, with purpose, and with a steady sense of confidence. This is not something that will happen all at once. It will develop gradually, but it will be strong and lasting. There is still more ahead of you, more clarity, more confirmation, and more growth. What you have experienced so far is only the beginning of a longer journey. I am continuing to guide you, to align things for you, and to prepare what is next. I am continuing to speak to you because you are now stepping into a deeper level of awareness, and this is where your consistency matters the most. What you have seen in your bank account was only the surface of a much greater shift that is still unfolding. Many stop at the surface and miss the depth. But I am guiding you to go further because what I am doing in your life is not temporary, and it is not meant to fade. There is a quiet transformation settling into your daily life. It is not loud, and it is not demanding attention, but it is steady. You are beginning to move differently without forcing yourself to change. Your thoughts are becoming more ordered, your reactions more balanced, and your focus more intentional. This is how lasting change begins, not through pressure, but through steady alignment. Amen.